It is that time again when we bring you updates on investment opportunities, policy impact and analysis, as well as shared experiences of those profitable moments in business within and outside Nigeria.
Yes, and this edition not only promises to be special, but engaging and profitable as well.
The program is Business24. We're reaching you from the stables of NTA News 24, Abuja, the nation's capital. I'm Chimobi Walter, and I'm so glad you could join us.
And I'm Comfort Amadu. Thanks for keeping a date with us.
On our lineup today, we have a special feature on Nigeria, and it is one you wouldn't want to miss.
Not forgetting our regulars, our young entrepreneur, capital, market review, and of course export tips with our in-house expert. All this to be served right after this break.
Welcome back. Now let's get down to business. That Nigeria is regarded as the powerhouse of Africa is no longer new. It boasts of abundant natural resources and a dynamic population. Analysts say Nigeria has the potential to be a wider global player in the coming decade.
Little wonder the Nigerian story features prominently at global events. It wasn't different at the Intra-African Trade Fair held in Cairo, Egypt. Well, I'm actually thinking I should introduce our next report.
Comfort, please don't spoil the mystery. Well, we take this special feature and let you figure out the guide.
Nigeria, this incredibly vast and populous land, literally overflows with wealth and abundance. This nation, knitting together an endless tapestry of cultures, colors, drums, rhythms, dance and drama, proverbs, wise words and poetry, diverse and deep. But not just splendor, but passion, an incomparable and unsuppressible energy. Nigerians, proud, dignified patriots, a people and a nation of immeasurable potential and achievements. As the leader in Africa, we have innovated, created, and succeeded time and time again. When others doubted, we believed in the manifest destiny of ourselves and our continent. Our faith remains strong that this is our moment.
Legendary beat. Legendary beat. Legendary beat. Legendary beat.
I get girl from my yard, we get big back away, they make me feel amazing, girl. If I tell you, say I love you, oh. $30 billion for the account, yo. Yeah, Versace and Gucci for your body, yo.
If there's a particular industry where Nigerian talent is best appreciated today, it certainly is in technology and creativity. In other words, entertainment, entertainment, the whole gamut of entertainment, music, film, the whole gamut of entertainment. Everywhere you go in the world today, you hear Nigerian music. People are watching Nigerian movies. Our artists are popular the world over, and they're doing great and exciting things. Challenges, difficulties, many, but our unfailing conviction that our God-endowed talents, resources, and resourcefulness has given us victory time and time again.
The first priority was to focus very heavily on enabling environment and what it would take to make it easy to do business in Nigeria, what it would take to make Nigeria one of the preferred, if not the preferred destination for investment in Africa, and to make Nigeria one of the most attractive countries to do business in Africa and indeed the entire world.
Nigeria's population of 193 million people represents an interesting pool of potential customers, of potential buyers for any investment opportunity.
The African Development Bank, they want to give us something in the order of about $500 million for our startup innovation fund. And the whole point of that fund, of course, is to enable entrepreneurs, young businessmen and women who are starting up businesses and all of that, to be able to tap into that fund so that they can quickly grow their businesses.
We have redirected our efforts to transform our economy, creating wealth, improving living standards, investing in our people, ensuring a stable and growing Nigeria for Nigerians, a thriving Nigeria for Africa, a prospering Nigeria for the world.
I see increased competition, from the telecom and the IT and the fintech companies. So the future of banking might not be in mortar and bricks, it's in technology. The banks are going to have competition from the telecom companies. It's going to get more intense. So the banking industry, as we know it today, will be radically different 10 years from today.
If you look at some of the technology-driven businesses, such as the fintechs and some of these companies that are doing mobile payments and all that, there is conflict with the banking sector. So there are issues around that. And part of the work that has given rise to the new regulations that the central bank is issuing with respect to payment systems and all that is because of the work that we're doing in the Technology and Creativity Group.
We are implementing the Economic Recovery and Growth Plan, a practical plan, painstakingly put together to drive an agricultural revolution, to power up our factories and light up our lives.
Soya beans, it's like oxygen to the Chinese. They import it the most. But if we are good in the collaboration on trade with the Chinese to develop plantations and to develop more soya beans, we can export it to them. We must let export drive our GDP. That is the only way we are going to survive. And I'm talking about non-oil exports.
With respect to agriculture, first we set a target for ourselves that will be self-sufficient in rice production. And we are really at the point where we hit that target. Imports of rice have dropped by close to 90%. As a matter of fact, we're only importing about 2% now. Official importation of rice is just about 2%. So it's really falling. And so a lot of the rice that we're producing at the moment is locally grown rice. So we're producing as much paddy as we need, but we're not milling as much as we need. So the milling industry is one where we're really investing heavily, and we're encouraging the private sector to invest. There are several people who are investing in various farm projects. They are producing incredible quantities of high quality tomatoes, high quality vegetables. And this is, the sort of quality that is comparable to anywhere in the world.
Cipro Limited is Nigeria's largest indigenously owned cashew processing company, though we like to think of ourselves as a retail snacks business. We are producing from the farm all the way to the consumer.
We got into it with the belief that we'll be able to train our women to get share to the next level. In Nigeria alone, we are aware that our mothers used to use shea butter for real. The future for shea butter is very bright. It's bright in the sense that every cosmetic industry, nationally and internationally, they need shea butter. Shea is only from Africa.
To build our roads and railways, to move our people, goods and services swiftly and efficiently, and empower our people and small and large businesses.
We've done some work with solar power in our what we call our Energizing Economies project, where we are putting solar power in several markets, 300 markets in all. But the whole idea is that if you provide power for these clusters, then they can, without necessarily relying on grid capacity, they can carry on their own business and do their own work as effectively as possible. We're also building other infrastructure
Railways, for example, we're building the Lagos-Kano rail, starting from Lagos ports all the way up to Kano.
What is size without wonder and astonishment? 200 million people, innumerable ideas, limitless possibilities, wondrous abilities.
We must position export trade as an engine for economic growth. And that is what we really must do.
But we are more than size and scale. We are dynamic, motivated, vibrant, ever ready to take on the world. This beautiful nation, endowed with picturesque coastlines, pristine beaches, majestic mountains, great rivers, enthralling waterfalls, and enchanted forests. This land of love, of peace, and happy people, our wonderful nation, set to take its rightful place at the very top. Nigeria is here. We are here.
You see, I told you Nigeria is a beautiful country, blessed beyond measure in all ramifications.
That's right. And that piece was voiced or narrated, if you like, by none other than Vice President Yemi Osinbajo, a man of many parts, I'd say.
Yes, Chimobi. A man of many parts, so is Nigeria, a country of many people and opportunities, of course.
Talking of opportunities, Comfort, our young entrepreneur chose to tap into the opportunity created by a saturated labor market. Comfort Amodu tells us about this young photographer.
The world is constantly evolving with different innovations, creativity, and technologies. Likewise, youths are becoming more and more aware, focused, and determined to define their career path. It will interest you to know that many Nigerians no longer wait or go in search of government or white-collar jobs, as they are called. Many dig deep and build on their skills or whatever their hands find to do, ranging from fashion, technology, craft, and the most trending, photography. As they say, what a man can do, a woman can do better. Digging through a profession perceived to be predominated by men sure will not be easy. However, Deborah Nakbodia can best put her hands to use when it comes to peering through a small digital lens of a camera to capture memories and the beauty of nature. She took to photography more than 2 years ago. Her profound passion for photography has spurred her to develop her remarkable skills.
I was just watching videos just to update my knowledge. So when I came home, I continued my training. I told my mom was like, I should look for a job. So photography is it for me. I'm always up and doing, and I teach too. Yeah, during my free time. My mom made me do it anyway. So like, if I'm going to give you time, I'm going to give you money, you have to, because she's a teacher. It kind of gives me something from it. But I know I'll get there, because right now I know this is the point of building your clientele basis. So let people get to know you.
One may ask how lucrative and profitable photography is that it has become appealing to so many youths today.
Yeah, some people go into it because of the profit, but now, the world is all about pictures. Even now you have kiddies' tablets where they can look at pictures, moving pictures of cartoons, animation and all that. So pictures right now sticks faster than, let's say it sticks like lightning speed more than what is written.
It was quite an exciting experience for me to also have a session of snapshots by a young female photographer. Different postures, diverse shots.
Well, I hope to go international. Yeah, getting equipment, having a having studios, let me not say a studio. I also like to have a school for photography, because I know even as much as, yes, we have photographers in Nigeria, but don't really have it as a study.
The uniqueness of Deborah's photos are printable memories one can always look and reflect on with a smile.
The women braving fields once dominated by men.
That's right, Comfort. You know, the economic landscape is changing and women are taking up more roles.
Chimobi, women and the world is evolving, a topic for another day, I must say.
Of course.
Now let's move on to take export tips with Femi Boyede.
Good day, viewers. Welcome once again to Export Tips. Today, we shall be discussing something that, well, is topical, one of the most recent giant steps taken by the current administration. We're talking of the inauguration, the establishment and inauguration of the Nigeria Diaspora Commission. No matter how you look at it, this remains a very giant step. It is estimated that diasporans all over the world, by the way, not just Nigerian, probably remit above 30% of the nation's income. Nigerian diasporas are already rated to remit above $20 billion annually, contributing to the shoring up of Nigeria's foreign exchange earnings. And therefore it becomes a matter of very serious importance to us on this segment of the program to look at this commission that we acclaim, applaud and welcome, and to try to assess, analyze and highlight the importance of the Diaspora Commission to the promotion of Nigeria's non-oil exports. I'll be taking you through the objectives of the Commission as spelled out in the policy document, the bill establishing the Nigeria Diaspora Commission. And then we try to look at this side by side with what diasporas are doing in other countries. And of course, our focus here is actually to highlight the role of Nigerian diasporas in promoting goods and services export from Nigeria.
And before we go, we'll take a look at the capital market.
This week is another positive trading week for investors in the equity market, in the sense that the Asia index gained and it ended up positively. Although on Monday, the Asia index lost about 0.88%, maybe on the heel of the CBN Monetary Policy Committee meeting that was to take place on Monday and Tuesday. Many people felt that because the because the inflation rate went up from 11.26%, 11.28% to 11.44%, that the CBN might hike the interest rate. So maybe that's why the trading for that day was weak. But after the communique on Tuesday, that all the parameters were held constant. For instance, the MPR still remained at 14%, the cash reserve ratio still at 25%, the liquidity ratio 30%, and the asymmetric corridor minus 500 basis points to plus 200 basis points. So that means there's nothing that is changing So from that day, Tuesday, the market has been gaining on daily basis. And at the end of the day, the market gained 1.36% for the week. And the loss today of 1.35% that we had last week was reversed to positive 0.01% this week. So we still believe that next week will still be a better trading week. Then, as per investors that have shares in Diamond Bank, there was a bulletin today that any shareholders that buy shares of Diamond between now and February 18 will have advantage of attending the court-ordered meeting for the merger that is taking place between Access Bank and Diamond Bank. From what has been going on in the past 2 weeks, we still believe that the market will still be bullish next week. But like I say, with cautious optimism, because the political risk is still there. The election we are still anticipating, and I don't see anything that is fundamentally different in the economy from what has been. So, but it's like the investors are having the confidence because the market is going up and it will continue to go up for some time.
I hope you enjoyed this week's edition. Well, that's a wrap on the program Business24. We hope to keep hearing from you and keep sending your mails through our social media handles. I'm Comfort Amodu. See you next time.
And I am Chimobi Walter Ned. Bye for now.